When you see that field of blue, you know it can be only one place in the world. Boise, Idaho, on the campus of Boise State and home to the fabled giant killers, the Boise State Broncos. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Red Wolves will kick it away to start. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Red Wolves offense will start this game off. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games and big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Red Wolves are in the hurry-up.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock him free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Offense set on 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Shakes off the tackler. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Pass to 25. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it, open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. 2nd down coming up. To throw, it's Barry. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Red Wolves want to pick up the tempo. He leaves it with his back. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down. The Red Wolves are flying down the field. Quarterback will audible. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. They'll try the run. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And the Red Wolves have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Red Wolves! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Bringing it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young...
The expressway is wide open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
One of the things I love about these misdirection type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David. You saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot, because it's exactly what you do. Now I can block down, and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Jones wants to throw it. That's it, fly. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Touchdown, Broncos! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
It was a really nice job on the route concept, because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm. It's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now, because everything you dialed up on that last...
Looking to take a shot. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, to give, looking for room.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quarterback on the keeper. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. As they come over the football 1 minute to go here in the first. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And what a difference one game makes, right? This guy already in the first quarter has thrown for more yards than he did in his last game. He just looks like a much more confident quarterback, and it's incredible how good things happen to QBs when they find a rhythm early.
The Red Wolves moving quickly to the line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First down for the offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
This offense has a second down play. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. He'll pull it on the read. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense to understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Jones to throw. He's got his man. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They'll give it to him again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll heave it deep. And he reels it in inside the 30. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
It's caught. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Broncos trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Leaves it with the running back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Never a doubt.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Going with the ground game left. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Right back to the well. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
I'm going to go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the misconnection, it's second down. Looking downfield, it's Barry. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Fires to the right. Picked off. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Dumps it off in the flats. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
A third and long coming up here. Might as well stick with him. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on third and long. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Arkansas State. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Iowa looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Hawkeyes. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Heck of a showing. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Jones wants to throw it. Pulls it in. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Floating away. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling...
And the ball is picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Steps away to find some room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, they dialed the pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening. And just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
It's a forget the kick, he's going to throw it. The Mad Hatter lives. Les Miles back from oblivion. Fakes. And the Red Wolves will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Give him 96 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking down the middle. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive.
That makes the score. Arkansas State 28, Boise State 10.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Boise State ready to send out that offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Jones to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Nice Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Buys a little extra time. Gonna try to get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, get the tackle for this.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And the Broncos have a 1st down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He makes a grab. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. He'll keep it himself. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do with step 1 accomplished.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And he'll take a deep shot here. Snags it on the right. Off he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Red Wolves. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae. Making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
He'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Hand off from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quarterback now breaking the field. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Movement here from the tight end. They'll go to the ground. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention for the Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability, he can break tackles, he can just do it all.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. Gonna run it. It's Renfro. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The Red Wolves want to move quickly. They're getting this guy lathered up. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State. And the stomping has commenced. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Arkansas State 42, Boise State 17.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, Dave, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Jones wants to throw it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. At the 35, he's loose. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Extending the play. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down.
That's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And he's picked off again, his 3rd interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Quarterback checking the play. It's third down and the line to gain is to 36. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Kept it on the ground on third down, picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And the Red Wolves have it with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And the pummeling has started. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Purdue pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. A masterful road performance, or as Coach likes to call it, Boilermakers football. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This thing got out of hand on them, and they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Here's a throw downfield late. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Jones to throw. Got his man down the middle.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He'll try to do it himself. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Throws to the wideout. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin. And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun.